Very, very long and tall for the weight class.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 3 rounds in the middleweight division and is presented by Sterling Bowl, your full-service bowling center with food and drink on the corner of 24 Highway and Sterling. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, please welcome Joel Bauman. And his opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, Elijah Scott.
All smiles from Elijah
3
Scott.
rounds in the middleweight division.
Our 8th fight of the evening. Kansas City Fighting Alliance 21. Here we go. Bauman versus Scott. Good inside leg kick from Scott early on.
Elijah Scott doing a good job at, big punch. Big punch from Joel Bauman. Elijah Scott was doing a good job at trying to nullify the range there. Joel definitely has a big advantage with the range as far as reach is concerned. So I like the way Elijah was pawing the lead hand and looking to slip and move forward. But Joel did a good job of countering and landing 2 big shots.
It'll be very interesting to see how Bauman tries to use his range as Elijah Scott works in for a takedown now.
Elijah Scott looking to use his power here, pinning him up against the fence. Looks like he's looking for a takedown or maybe just looking to create a grappling exchange to switch things up.
Bauman able to work himself free.
Nice leg kick from Elijah Scott. Disguises that leg kick with the hands. And another shot right to the neck.
Neck kick.
Inside leg kick from Elijah Scott. Both fighters throwing heat.
Action right
Big
now.
overhand.
Good exchange. Scott grabbing at his nose here. Good front kick to the face by Bauman.
Ooh, Bauman doing a good job of using that lead push kick.
As Scott works for the takedown here. Bauman just so much longer in this fight.
I like the level changes from Scott. He's going high, he's going low, he's working the body, he's working up top. Works the body with the left hook and scores with the right hand. Joel Bauman doing a good job at trying to counter Elijah's strikes, but Elijah's head movement is good. When he throws the left hand, his head's moving to the right. When he throws his right hand, his head's moving off center.
Oh,
Big
Bauman
kick.
landing some big knees and then followed up with a big kick.
Elijah Scott looks very relaxed, which is a good thing, but you can't be too relaxed. You gotta be a little paranoid in there. And a big knee to the chest. Elijah Scott thought it was high to the face. I thought it was to the chest. I'm not sure, though. He loves to work that left hook to the body, right hand, overhand. Joel
Big
with the
knees
tie
to the
clinch.
body. When Scott's allowing Bauman to get that clinch, he's able to land some big knees.
Both fighters working good in the clinch with knees and uppercuts and hooks.
Bauman starting to open up now and land some big shots.
Great first round from both fighters. That was an awesome first round.
Great first round. We saw a little bit of everything. Some good shots landed by both guys.
I love the way Elijah Scott uses his head movement and moving forward to close that distance. That's key when a fighter has that much reach on it. He's doing a great job nullifying it. Both fighters seem to be in good shape entering this second round. Joel Bauman seems very composed for just having one amateur fight.
Round number 2, Bauman versus Scott underway. Scott picking up where he left off with those inside leg kicks.
Big uppercuts from Joel Bauman and a big push kick. Elijah just got out of the way of that. Nice outside leg kick from Scott. Look for him to go high next. Ooh, nice knee from Bauman, right up the middle. And a nice jab and a nice one too. He has him on the end of his punches. This is not good for a guy that has reach on you. Elijah shoots for a fast takedown. Bauman sprawls.
Bauman starting to find his range.
Big hooks here. That one scored right from the under the armpit.
Arm triangle attempts here.
Right to it. Fell right into the arm triangle. Elijah Scott needs to look to answer the phone here to create space.
And it looks like Bauman put himself back into half guard here. Elijah Scott looks to be okay here.
So it looks like Elijah Scott's going to survive the choke, and he does so. With the underhook, he's looking to come up. Gets to his hip. Bauman, see if he can use this whizzer. Great job by Elijah Scott to get that underhook and get up to his hip and find his feet. Good stuff from both fighters. The lead hook, Scott looks to put him on the fence and get the takedown. Looks like he's going to score here.
You have to wonder if Bauman didn't gas his arms out working that choke.
It's definitely possible. You know, the choke was tight at one point.
Scott now working that single leg, might double it off here. These fighters working the clinch.
Elijah doing a good job of getting good head position underneath his neck, and he drops to the single leg. Looks like he's dropping for a double or single.
Elijah Scott working from the clinch here. Pace has slowed down significantly in the second round with 25 seconds remaining. It was all Joel Bauman early on in the second round, but Scott was able to work back to his feet and has had Bauman pressed against the cage the second part of this round.
Elijah Scott trying to wrap up Bauman's leg with his legs, and there's the end of the round. We're going into the third round here. Tough round to score. Bauman had that flurry. Remember when he had a good range and was tagging the jab and then the 1-2. Elijah took the shot. Bauman sprawled, took his back, landed big punches, went for the arm triangle. I'm going to have to give that round to Bauman.
Absolutely. He threatened with the arm triangle there and I think got the better of the stand-up when it was on the feet. So first round is very close. Got to give the second one to Bauman. And again, we're in a situation where this fight could be anybody's ball game going into the third. Bauman looking very composed on his stool, as does Scott.
Bauman taking good instructions from Andrew Swafford's doppelganger.
I like that. The phenomenal Andrew Swafford.
And the final round. Again, we could be going into the third round one apiece.
Here we go, third round underway. Scott starts early with the inside leg kick again. And you can see Bauman has almost started to figure out the in and out nature of Scott's game, and he's doing a great job of timing his punches and his front kicks as well.
Nice uppercuts from Bauman and a big knee. Bauman did a good job at fighting off those takedowns with strikes and not wrestling. There's that left hook to the body, right overhand. That's about the fifth or sixth time Elijah's thrown it successfully. Both fighters definitely have their favorites that they're going to. Bauman with his 1-2 and his knees to the body and his push kicks. Elijah with his left hook to the body and his right overhand. Both fighters scoring with their tools.
Single leg attempt here by Scott. Looks like he's doubling it off. In a fight that's as close as this, a secured takedown in the third round.
Elijah seems to be deep in on his hips there. Bauman doing a good job at shrimping out. One thing to focus on is obviously the hand fighting where both opponents' arms are on each other with the underhooks, but also watch how Elijah uses his legs to wrap up Joel Bauman's legs. You know, I'm not exactly sure if it's always a positive thing for him, but it's definitely something that he's looking to do, because the more you wrap up your opponent's legs with your legs, the more balance you get rid of with yourself.
Bauman able to work free here as they get back to the center of the cage and begin exchanging.
Nice jab from Bauman. And this is the final minute of the round here. This fight could go either way. This last minute's huge. Nice push kick stabbed right to the gut of Elijah. Nice inside leg kick.
Now Bauman has Scott in the clinch on the cage here.
Look for Bauman to land a big knee here. That's what he's been trying to do all night long.
Final 30 seconds of this bout. Ten seconds remaining. Elijah Scott trying to land a final flurry.
Both fighters exchanging big in the last 10 seconds. Great fight between Joel Bauman and Elijah Scott. This has been a great night of action for Kansas City Fighting Alliance, brought to you by McCarthy Auto Group, an independent tire dealer.
Absolutely a razor-thin decision. Becoming a thing of the norm on this card with the fantastic matchups that Joe Wooster's put together for us tonight.
Reminder, for those of you watching at home, if you're in the Kansas City area, head out to the Flamingo Lounge this evening. Party with the fighters.
Drink specials all night long.
Yeah, have a vodka Sprite. Why not?
It is Friday after all.
Throw some nachos in your face.
Joel Bauman and Elijah Scott.
Correction, Joel Bauman.
I apologize, Joel. I've been butchering your name this entire time. Thank you to the MMA Futures commenters for providing some education. Joel Bauman, Elijah Scott, crowd loving it.
Thank you for the correction, Anthony Morrow. Excuse me, Bauman.
Bow.
Well, B-O-W in my world is Bo, so.
Bo.
Sorry, Anthony. I am a bow hunter.
Let's go inside the cage for our official decision.
Bow down.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Fernando Marquez scores about 30-27. Marcus Danforth scores about 29-28. And Kevin Champion scores about 29-28. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the blue corner, Joel Bauman.
Boom, good.